Oh, girl, you know what I'm about to say?
Bye, girl.
Bye, girl, fly, girl. No, you did not call for that.
Yeah, I did. Bye.
Bye. No, she did not.
Don't be calling us, cursing us out about videos from last week.
Wait, then she gonna say, I just want y'all to know that.
I'll say what comes to my mind. If Kevin ever kicks me off his show, you all better protest. I would never kick Mikkel off my show. Never.
Y'all better shut the hell up.
I don't live here. They like to see arguments. Like, we're better than the View.
If I get up, it's going to be trouble. I still don't live here.
And I like the fact that y'all like when we talk about the people.
All the haters, Beyonce made $80 million last year. How much you got in your bank account? Oh, okay.
I'm on the phone with Michelle Williams. Oh my God.
We're not gay. Do we look gay?
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's the Scorpion with Mikkel. We haven't made a video in 2 days, but hopefully you watched our interview with Sterling Sims. If you haven't,
Come on!
So irritating.
Oh wow, you didn't stop.
Yeah, I didn't hit stop. Normally I would hit stop.
Normally he would hit stop.
It's just so irritating. But forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, if you haven't listened to our interview with Sterling Sims, please watch that. I know the audio sounds horrible, but if you can, please watch it and comment the video. And if you haven't purchased his album, it's on iTunes for $7.99. So go out and get it. It's good music. All right. Now, yesterday I decided to take the day off. So then I decided to take a day off. It is so much news.
Go get him. I don't live here.
Fuck. You ain't about to go outside. Stay outside, Timmy. Alright. Like I said, I decided to take yesterday off, and there was a whole lot of news going on, and I wish I would have talked about it yesterday, but I'm glad Mikkel was here. So, first off, we're going to start off with our little stuff on music. Beyonce is making a video for Ego and for Broken Hearted Girl. Those two songs I really like, and I'm very glad that she's returning to her R&B roots with these songs. And, Mikkel, what you think about that? Are you happy with those choices?
I'm happy with anything she comes out with.
Okay. And Ciara released her album cover yesterday, and to me it looks a hot fucking mess.
With the hair disheveled over the face?
Yes, and the whiteness and all of that. It's not nothing I want to ride, you know? I don't know what type of ride she got going on, but that fantasy ride is not something I want to do.
Isn't it a shame how, what's that song with her and T-Pain?
Go Girl.
Go Girl. Isn't it a shame how the video became more popular than the actual song? Mm-hmm. Like, the video is actually good, nice to watch, because I love the video. I love the video. But the song is just like, you forget what you're listening to. You're like, wait a minute, what was she singing again? Because the video just overpowers the song. So, I don't know. Hopefully, and this other video that she has with,
she got one coming out with Justin Timberlake.
No, what's the video that she has?
Young Jeezy?
Yeah, that video is...
It's alright.
Yeah, but it's nothing...
It's watchable.
Yeah,
but I really want to see what she got going on with Justin Timberlake, because I really think that he is the man that's going to save this album. Chris Brown withdrew his name from the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards because of so many people were making protests and making online petitions. To me, I stand by Nickelodeon. The kids chose him as, you know, for that award show, and I don't think Chris Brown should have withdrew his name, because what's going on in your personal life should not have to do with what you're doing musically. Just like when Amy Winehouse was on them drugs and she won all those awards, and Natalie Cole said that she shouldn't have got them. I just wanted to just curse Natalie Cole out. You cannot punish somebody for what they do in their private life. If they making good ass music or if they making good movies, who cares about what they're doing in their private life? It shouldn't affect them from winning any type of awards.
I agree with you with the Nickelodeon thing, because I thought, first of all, Chris Brown was nominated months ago before this even happened. But, so since you think that, do you think it was right for Wrigley and Milk to to cancel his
now
his
Wrigley. Now that's something different because they're using you as their spokesmodel to sell what they're doing. And if you have someone who is selling your products that's doing something that's not right, you're going to take them off. You don't want them to be like, oh, this is what y'all represent. This is what y'all want to represent who you are. Then I think it was right for them to take them off their campaign.
Okay, now I agree. Now I just said I agree with you with the Nickelodeon thing, but you have to think about the parents of the kids because Nickelodeon is a kids station. Think about the parents of the kids who watch that show and say, well, wait a minute. How is it right that they're keeping this guy on here when that's just giving kids...
Move!
What the fuck is you hollering at her for?
Because she's standing on here on purpose.
No, she not.
Yes, she is.
Put that in the microwave for her, man.
I don't live here.
Move.
Think about the parents. They're probably saying, you know, how is it right that you're letting him stay on when that's to some kids, you know, some kids who don't really have like a mindset to really go think that far. But some kids may think, oh, well, maybe by him still being on Nickelodeon, everything's just all right. Everything's okay. And, you know, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't think a lot of young children understand what's going on.
No, but see, their parents do. That's what I'm saying. Their parents understand. So their parents, by seeing this and probably watching it with their kids and saying, well, wait a minute, why is Chris Brown on there when he's charged with 2 felonies of beating a woman? You see what I'm saying? Like I just said, kids, those young kids, they don't know. But it's their parents, the one that are saying, well, wait a minute. And you know, those are the same people that are going to write Nickelodeon and that have been writing Nickelodeon and been saying, why are you guys still allowing him to be nominated? And Nickelodeon stuck by and said, you know, we're not going to get rid of Chris because he was nominated months ago, but parents were still writing letters. So,
you know what? And there's another, like, I still don't agree with the parents and stuff. Here's another thing. Like Larry Minty. We know he was breaking into Alicia Lane's email account over thousands and thousands of times over 2 years. And he was nominated for like 19 Emmys. And he walked away with 12 Emmys. Like, what he did was wrong, of course. But if you're nominated for your work, I don't think you should be disqualified for being nominated. No. And I don't, like, to me, it's just wrong.
No, I don't think he should be disqualified either. But I don't think Chris Brown should have been disqualified either. But the endorsements are different from the Nickelodeon award shows. They're very much so different. But you kind of have to say the parents do kind of have somewhat of a point. Because then it's allowing kids to think that what Chris Brown did either is okay or everything is just over and done with and it's just everything's just fine. You see what I'm saying? Like, some parents may say, well, my child may think that everything's all right because here Chris Brown is, he's not only nominated, but he might have won. You know, some kids probably think, oh, well, you know, everything's over and done with, but everything's not over and done with. And so some parents don't want their kids thinking that it's okay to do stuff like that. Well, that's something that their
parents need to talk to their children about, and something that teachers also need to talk with children about, because the domestic violence is no joke. Fighting, period, is no joke. See, it's not something that's...
See, this is how I look at it. Like I told you, I agree. I don't think he should have been withdrawn either. But then you also have to look at it a separate way. Just imagine if a sex offender was allowed to teach your kids. A past sex offender. He had molested kids years ago. But listen, he molested kids years ago. You know, then the school's saying, well, he did that years ago, so it's all right for him to teach the kids now. The parents say, whoa, wait a minute. It's not all right for him to teach the kids because even though he did it 20 years ago, he's still a sex offender, so why is it all right? You see what I'm saying?
Yes, but it's totally different.
It is different, but it's on the same. Okay, you wouldn't allow a sex offender to teach kids, no, right?
Because he wants them for real. Shit.
Okay, and for those of you that don't leave a comment, I know it's different, but just kind of look at where I'm going with this, okay? Just kind of look at where I'm going with this. But I still don't think Chris Brown should have been kicked off.
All right, so let's go on to Ellen and Diddy. Now, this happened 2 days ago.
Catfight.
Yes, and Ellen, like, I really respect Ellen because even though Diddy tried to switch it about Twitter, she's like, oh no, let's talk. Let's stop tweeting and let's talk. Yeah. Something like that. That was really good.
Let's talk, yeah.
So, you know, Diddy got real defensive, like, it's my house.
He got very defensive.
I can have people stay here, but most of all, I want people to pray for Rihanna and Chris Brown. And he went on and on and on, but to me, I don't know why he opened his house to Chris Brown and Rihanna, and I think that instead of like beating around the bush, he should have just been more open with Ellen about why he did it without getting all defensive. Like, if you feel like you see two people in trouble and you offered your home to them, then say you did it. Ain't nobody question Oprah when she opened her doors to Jennifer Hudson. Ain't nobody say, Oprah, well, why did you do it? Because even though we know why Oprah did it, that's all Diddy had to say. I seen two people in trouble. I wanted them to escape. Well, Chris Brown ain't escaped the limelight because this nigga was riding around. I shouldn't say nigga. I know y'all probably going crazy because I said that. But he's riding around on jet skis and things like that. So he's kind of like having fun and trying to do what a normal teenager does. That's why I still see Chris Brown as a kid in this whole situation. I think that him and Rihanna really got into a fight. And I don't think that they wanted it to go into the media, but I still say Chris Brown was doing something he had no business doing, and Rihanna just looked real bad, and now that's how everybody found out. Because to me, there's no way that Chris Brown was just beating on Rihanna. I think that Rihanna might have been slapping him a couple times, and he was like, "That's it." And I don't know, but I really don't believe that. Chris Brown just snapped all of a sudden on Rihanna for no reason. So, what do you think about that? You're so silent, Miguel.
No, I'm listening to what you're saying.
You're so silent.
I'm glad you said that fight word. Before I start, for those of you that didn't see Robin Givens on Larry King's show the other day when she was getting interviewed by Joy Behar and they were talking about the Rihanna situation and her situation with Mike Tyson when she was married to him, you have to watch it. Find it on YouTube or go to worldstarhiphop.com. Yeah, because that's what I was watching today. When you watch it, you'll realize Robin Givens made some very good points from someone who was a former victim. She made some very good points. What you just said about you think that they got into a fight? Robin Givens said that, and she said, wait a minute, I'm so tired of people saying that they got into a fight. People need to realize a man beating on a woman is not a fight. A man should never put his hands on a woman, no matter what she does.
And we're going to talk about that man thing.
Listen. She said, as well as a woman should never put his hands on a child either, on a man either. She said, but the physical evidence that Rihanna had clearly shows that there was no fight. That Chris Brown beat on her.
He's stronger than her.
Yeah, he did. He is stronger than her. He is stronger than her, and you all know, and you know, I am a big Chris Brown supporter. But let's be honest, Chris Brown went to work on her face. He went to work on her face. That he did. Now, with that whole Ellen Diddy thing, Diddy was very defensive, and you said that you saw it. Now, I kind of think differently, because I think that Diddy actually proved his point, and I think he made a valid point when he said that he felt as though if he thought that there was any type of wrongdoing or any type of negative energy between the two of them, then he would have never allowed it. But he said he felt as though if it was something positive to bring the two of them together so they can sit down and talk about it, of course he would open his house to them. And I thought that was a good enough answer. I said, okay, well, if you think that you opening up your house to them is going to help them sit down and talk about it, then all fine to do it. Like Diddy said, a lot of people were saying before Diddy went on Ellen, a lot of people were saying, why would he do that? Why would he do it? I even said it myself. I said, why would he do that? But then when Ellen asked him and Diddy said, because it's my house and I can do what I want, I said, exactly. Why didn't I think of that? So I felt kind of stupid too, because I was one of the people questioning it. And I was like, you know what? That is Diddy's house. But no, listen to this. Now, had you and your partner or whomever got into that type of fight like Chris Brown and Rihanna, and I was a friend like Diddy is to Chris Brown, and I felt as though you staying at my house for a couple days could work something out with you and your partner on a mature level, I would open my house to you too. I would go away and the two of you can have my house for a couple days while you work this out. So Diddy, I think he had a valid point. Yeah, he was a little defensive with Ellen, but he also, I like the way he told Ellen, you weren't in the car and I wasn't in the car, so we shouldn't cast stones, and that was a very good point too. And I think a lot of people should stop doing that because everybody
wants to treat Chris Brown so bad. That's what I'm saying. Anytime somebody does something bad, everybody turns their back on him. We have to stop wanting to turn our back on people and try to help them and try to find out why do people do the things that they do. Like the guy that killed them people. Everybody look at it as a bad situation, but I want to know, Like, what are the warning signs to tell someone is going to snap? Like, it had to be a whole lot, just not just him losing his job that makes him say, you know what, I just want to go out and kill somebody. I want to know, like, how do we find the warning signs of when someone is going to snap? Like, I don't know. Like, we shouldn't just turn our back on Chris Brown. What if Chris Brown really feels this some type of way where he goes into a depression, where he feels like nobody wants to hear my side of the story? All people keep saying is, oh, he should have never put his hands on a woman. And, you know, everybody's just singling out Chris Brown. I think that both of them need to go sit on somebody's talk show and talk about what really happened and stop being so hush-hush about this. And, you know, I'm also upset with Rihanna for not even wanting to talk to her dad. Like, why isn't she not calling her parents?
It's silly. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't care. Whatever you're going through in life, you're going to always need your parents. And you should adore them while they're here. You should appreciate them while they're here, because you never know when it's their last day on earth. And I know Rihanna will hurt to the core if her father passes away. Like, he could pass away today. She's going to be hurt. Okay, I never called my dad, and I didn't do this, and I didn't do that. Rihanna, if you ever watch this video, you need to call your father. And, you know, Oprah, I watched Oprah and I watched Tyra today. And, you know, they had a thing they both were talking about teen violence. And, you know, I was kind of upset with Tyra today because the guy was on the show. He was like, I don't feel like I'm a man because I hit my girlfriend. To me, I think he was holding back so much because I know he wanted to say how much she hits him too. And it gets to the point where he fights her back and he says, well, why do you make me do the things that I do? And Tyra was like, oh, no. That's common. That's a classic line for what an abuser would say to his girlfriend. I think that she should have said, you know what? Both of you guys need help because you keep going back to each other. I do not believe that, you know, he was just beating her for no reason. Sometimes women do push their men to the point where it happens. Women should not hit men. Men should not hit women. And I'm just so tired of Oprah. I'm tired of Tyra. All these talk shows that keep saying that a man should never hit a woman. A woman should never hit a man too. And y'all should say that also when y'all saying that a man should never hit a woman. Because it just made me so mad. He's like, I want to get help. I want to make this work. And she's like, oh, no. Because I can see that you doing this. And you just, Tyra, you are not an expert.
You sure are.
You're not an expert. And for you to belittle him like that on the show, first of all, he's coming to you to get help. Not coming on your show to get belittled by you. You shouldn't have did that. It just made me mad. And then Oprah was a little bit upset with one of the girls was saying, like, Oprah, you know, some girls do things to make their men hit them. And Oprah was like, oh no. And then Tyra was like, well, Tyra was on Oprah's show today, by the way. She was on there for the whole hour. And Tyra made a good point, which I agree with, that a man should not excessively beat a woman at all. That's not cool. Like, if a girl's hitting you, you're physically stronger to hold her back, not whoop her ass. And Chris Brown did worse because she got marks on her, everything. But, you know, I want this to be the last video where we talk about Chris Brown and Rihanna fighting. I'm just tired of it.
You know why? Because I'm glad you said it. You know, I told you that we listened to Tom Joyner today. I mean, we listened to Tom Joyner at my job. Some lady called into Tom Joyner and told him on his radio station, live on his radio station, how upset she was with him that he keeps talking about Rihanna and Chris Brown when he knows nothing about what he's talking about, and got the whole Tom Joyner, Sybil, all of them were quiet. She told him, you know, I come to your station to listen to music. I listen to music, not to listen to, you know, you talk about stuff that you have no business talking about. And, you know, basically she made a very good point. And then, this is going a little off topic, but Maya Angelou was the guest on there today, and Sybil said something to Maya Angelou. Tibby, in the trash. So,
now you on the camera. You want to be on YouTube?
Oh, damn. So, Sybil said something to Maya Angelou, and Maya Angelou, like, really got her together. She said, well, Sybil apologized. I couldn't catch what she said, but Sybil apologized to her.
Disconnect that camera.
I hope the microphone's on the right thing, too.
It is.
Sybil apologized to Maya Angelou, and Maya Angelou basically told her, that's all right because you don't know any better anyway.
Wow.
Told her that on the
And you know
radio.
when old people tell you that,
Yep.
that's
and let me
truth.
tell you something. After Maya Angelou hung up, they were laughing at Sybil, and Sybil just kept saying, I need somebody to pick me up off the floor. I couldn't catch what Sybil said. I couldn't catch what she said. But whatever she said, it must have been disrespectful because Maya Angelou said, oh, that's okay because you don't know any better anyway. And I mean, it was just like, whoa. But I'm ready for people to start talking about the Chris Brown stuff, too. It's getting kind of old.
All right, now you're going to have to be quiet. Now, let's talk about Keyshia Cole on The View. Did you see it?
No.
What
Lester 94 with the 20-second videos? Like, I can't watch The View no more because his video, he uploads the video in 20 seconds. Then you got to go to his blog to watch it. And then when I go to his blog, the videos don't, they'll be like.
Sometimes they don't work.
Yeah, I'm like, what the
Well, it's this guy that we're talking about that posts The View, but I watched it today, and Keyshia Cole was on there, and I'm surprised they didn't even want Keyshia Cole on the show.
Keyshia must be stepping the game up.
Keyshia,
Or the View, the guest list must be slow.
first of all, Sherry was trying to be all nice, and he's like, girl, I love you, trying to be all ghetto. Keyshia Cole shut her ass down.
What she said to her?
They was talking about the show, like talking about her mom and Frank, her mom and
Yeah.
a doctor, you know what I'm talking about. So, she was like, well, something, but I'm going to talk about my music.
Ooh.
And then Elizabeth tried to say something else
About the mom.
Keyshia trying to get it back to the music. And Keyshia was being real short with them, with her words.
She probably was.
Like,
she probably was over it with them by the
But
time.
bitch, they welcomed you on the couch.
Yeah.
They welcome you on the couch. They don't do that to a lot of these singers. They just let you sing and sit your ass down, take your time, and enjoy the view. And that's it. But Keyshia, you should have been more open to saying, like, I understand what a lot of foster children go through, when their mom can't accept the fact that somebody else raised their child and it makes them jealous. But I always want my mom to know that this woman raised me into the woman who I am, and she don't. And the adopted mom don't have nothing against Keisha's biological mother. That's the word I'm looking for. And she wants them to be close, but the mother is so jealous that it won't happen. And Keyshia, what I want Keyshia to understand, who am I? What I want Keyshia to understand is that you cannot live your life for all these people. Stop trying to raise everybody in your family. It's good to want to help people out in your family, but financially, I know it's got to be hurting your pockets. You buying everybody houses and apartments and stuff, but do they really appreciate the things that you are doing for them? Especially when your mother can't accept the fact that somebody else raised you. And Keyshia, I think Keyshia should have been willing to talk about it, because she was just singling out everybody except for Whoopi. Whoopi tried to talk to her. Barbara tried to soften it up, but Keyshia was not hearing it. Keyshia really didn't want to talk about it. She felt so uncomfortable talking about it. And this is my thing. Keyshia, that's your fault, because you went on BET and you had a show with BET and you exploited your family. So anytime that you have an interview, people are going to want to know, how is Frankie? How is Neffy? How is she doing with her alcoholic problems and stuff? So I blame Keyshia for that, for exploiting them.
Yeah, but I kind of side with Keyshia. Mm-hmm. Why? Because if I'm here to talk about my music, don't ask me about my family. Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Just like when Solange was doing that interview and they asked about Jay-Z. We're not here to talk about Jay-Z. We're here to talk about me. So don't ask me about Jay-Z. And if I told you once that I'm not talking about that, then why would you continue to ask me about stuff like that? Or even if I didn't tell you, if this person asked me, if Jeremy asked me about something and I told Jeremy, you know what, I'm going to just talk about my music, and we all know what I'm doing, I want to get to my music, then why would you turn around asking the same question that he asked me? What part of I'm talking about my music did you not understand? So, I think that Keyshia had a violent point with doing it. You're right. They don't invite a lot of singers like her on the show. So yeah, she's very lucky. But in the same
I don't
token,
think she's ever going to get invited back.
probably not. But in the same token, respect me when I say that I don't want to talk about that. Because now hold on. Because now you're stepping the boundaries. If I'm telling you I don't want to talk about that, then why do you keep pressing the issue? I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my album that's about to come out.
Now she never said she didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but see, that's what
body language.
But see, this is what I'm saying. Yeah, but listen, even if I didn't say it, if you asked me the question first and I didn't answer it, I went straight to my music, then why would he turn around and ask me the same question about my... Don't do that. Because if I didn't answer him, what makes you think I'm going to answer you?
I think she started off by saying, everybody's problems is not my problems. That's what I think she said. And that, to me, you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. And let me tell you something.
Everybody don't get that. They reported they're going to want to...
No. But see, let me tell you something. Sherry ain't stupid, Elizabeth ain't stupid, Barbara ain't stupid, and Whoopi ain't stupid. When Keyshia said that, they all knew what she was talking about. So then, why would you continue to press the issue? Why continue to press the issue? Well, just like if you don't want to talk about certain things, you're gonna get upset with me if I keep asking you about it, right?
You're right.
So then you say, Mikkel, why do you keep asking me that if I'm telling you not to ask me that?
But I mean, Keyshia handled it professionally.
Yeah.
But her body, I could tell by her body language. Elizabeth.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, she cut her off. I don't appreciate them trying to grill her like that.
I don't fault Keyshia for that because it's like I'm here to talk about my music. If you want to talk about my family, then invite me on another show, and then we can talk about my family.
But Keyshia did a very nice job on the show. I ain't gonna. Now, normally I don't like her singing live because she don't sound too high, but she sounded really good. But in the beginning though, when she said, "Can you hear me out there?" everybody started clapping and cheering because they don't know that's a part of the song. You know, no white girls ain't know that was part of the song. Nah. They don't know like that. Woo, go ahead. But Keyshia, you did your thing. But I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, just say you don't want to talk about it.
But she shouldn't have to. She should, but then again, she shouldn't have to. Because if you ask me something and I don't answer it, then don't ask me again.
And that's why Whoopi changed the subject.
Yeah.
But Whoopi was like, well, what message do you have? It was still on the lines of an adoptive mother and your biological mother. What advice do you have for girls out there that's going through what you're going through? Keyshia should have talked about, they asked about the heartache and pain that she went through. She should have used that as her, as her little thing, like, this is where I get my music from. She talked about Tupac. She wasn't really talking about Tupac too much. It was like,
but then again, she doesn't really have to because then but you never know. Sometimes talking about stuff like that may take people to another place that they don't want to go to. So you never know. That may have been an uncomfortable topic for her. So therefore, you don't press the issue because you never know what's comfortable or what's uncomfortable for people. You see what I'm saying? So I don't fault her for that. Now, had she been rude about it, then I would say, honest, why would she be rude?
They pulled a Tyra move. What Tyra be doing on her show is she'll be like, oh, so your mother was a druggie and your sister alcoholic and all that. Like, first of all, don't nobody want to hear that about their family members like that
on TV.
In the first question, don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. So they started off wrong, and that's why she got defensive with it. But anyway, if you don't have a different me, it's in stores now. Go get it. Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson has added 16 more dates onto his show.
But it's still in London.
Yeah.
So, wait, mind you, are you all counting? Are y'all counting with me?
So that's 26
10
days.
plus 16, that's 26 days in one city.
That's hot.
26 days.
Show you the shit.
Yeah, mind you, but 26 days, he could spend 2 days in London, and the other 24 days, he could be in other different cities, but I don't know.
It's the money. He's getting what? Like I don't know. Everybody, you know what, y'all?
It's just
I said 50 million pounds was $25 million. I made a mistake. Actually, I was thinking $100 million. Because, our money is not really worth nothing compared to the euro. So, also, I don't know how the hell this happened, but Janet Jackson album is number 10 on the R&B charts. I still think it's Circuit City with them going out of business. They probably reduced the prices of them albums, and that's how it's number 10 on the R&B charts because Janet is not doing anything for anybody to be buying her albums. I'm sorry, and this is coming from a big Janet fan, but I wanted to talk about this because the Janet fans has been emailing me like crazy. I just think it's because Circuit City went on sale, put all that shit on sale. And then some people are like, well, why Beyonce ain't higher? It doesn't matter. A lot of Beyonce fans has already purchased her album. So It's not a thing. Like, people going to, like, older people are, oh, that's Janet Jackson. Let me go buy this album and see what it's all about. That's why I think Janet is number 10. Okay.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, I'm child, please. I ain't gonna say I'm happy because I think that Janet could have put her money into those albums. I mean, into her own album and made videos and everything. Janet is not. Maybe her hunger is not there anymore. No, because she felt she done.
Janet has the same thing that Mariah Carey has. That lazy syndrome. Yeah,
they feel like I'm already here. I did what I have to do.
No, but you shouldn't.
No, but if you're gonna do that, put your heart into it. Solange trashing Letoya, saying that Letoya is copying her whole thing. Let me tell you something, Solange.
Wait, time out. Before you say something. Okay, but didn't we say this the other day when we were looking at Letoya's video that it had Solange written all over it?
Okay, yeah, because they're going back to the 60s. But she got some nerve.
No, okay, Solange was wrong for saying that. But not even with the 60s. That whole just vibe of the video, especially when Letoya stands in there and that scene when she got the band standing behind.
That's the only thing. That whole vibe. The only thing it was just like color.
Wait a minute. Come on now. It's not even the color. It's just the whole vibe of it.
Well, no, like when we got to the part where they were performing like when American Bandstand. That's where I said, okay,
yeah, it just reminded me of the Solange's video. Like it just.
But where is Solange when they say that your sister is copying all these people? Like, what about when your sister do that, Solange? You don't talk about that.
But wait a minute. Okay.
I don't think that Solange should have came at Letoya next. She should have. Well, you know, Solange is different. That's another reason why I respect her. But I still don't think she should have did that. Go ahead.
Can I say something? No. I just want to say I was reading this interview that Beyonce did recently, and it was a good interview. And she was talking about her. She was talking about her role playing Etta James. She's talking about her album. She's talking about her video.
Wait, who? Beyonce?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, she was saying about I think it was not If I Were a Boy. Was it? Yeah, it was If I Were a Boy. The question was, something about the song, and she said, well, I didn't write it, and I was just shocked when she came out, and the first thing she said was, I didn't write it. And then she said, she thought it would be a really good song to sing, for women and all this type of stuff. But then she mentioned something about the Single Ladies video where she said that she was inspired, by Bob Fosse's wife, this, that, and the third. And I watched the video. After I read the interview, then I went and watched the Single Ladies video. And the weirdest thing, something snapped over me. It's just like if you hear of somebody dying and the shock doesn't hit you until like weeks or days later. That's kind of how it was with me with the Single Ladies video today. I watched the video and I've seen it over and over again, but I watched it today, and after reading that interview, something clicked to me. Watching the video and you watch Bob Fosse's wife's video, it's so similar. But when you watch that video, you can't help but to be just imagine if you kind of think about it, just imagine if Bob Fosse's wife was still living. Can you just imagine hopefully how happy she would be to see somebody recreate that video like that? Because I think Beyonce's version of Single Lady was a really good recreation of that. It was a modern, up-to-date recreation. So I think when a lot of people say she copied, but I think she actually did a up-to-date recreation of the video, which was really good. And I think his wife would be very happy by the video.
You know what? Okay. A lot of y'all say I trash Beyonce a whole lot.
I didn't say you trash.
No, I'm just saying. Everybody, like you said, if people were to really, think, who hates Beyonce the most, they would think me. I don't hate her. But this is my thing. Again, in the future, Beyonce is going to be a legend. And when you are a legend, to me, legends create trends. I would never say Beyonce is not a trendsetter, but I don't think she needs to keep paying tributes to all these people from the past. Beyonce has to be Beyonce. Oh, come on, get the fuck out the camera. I think that she needs to just, if you already know, Beyonce, she's on YouTube enough to know that people are going to call her a copycat. She's doing all this and that. To me, I don't think that Beyonce really cares, but I think she should. And the reason why I think she should is because I wouldn't want to go down as a person that copied everybody or got my inspiration from Patti LaBelle or got my inspiration from Tina Turner. I just think that she should just be creating her own trends. if you know that people are going to say, "Oh, bitch, you copied this dress from somebody else," well, you know what? You tell Mugler to make you a dress specifically for you. I don't want to see nobody else had it from 1995. I don't want to wear something that was from 1998. Like, make it your own. We don't adapt. Be original. Don't adapt from anything. Just be original. That's my problem. Like, she is great. Beyonce is great. When I'm 60 and my nieces had 8 children, I'm gonna say, you know what? Beyonce was a bad bitch in her time. But what I don't want to say is, okay, she got this from this person and she got this from that person. I don't want to say that. I want to say Beyonce was a bad bitch because she started this, and when she did this, everybody was doing it. That's what I want to say. That Single Ladies video, we can honestly say that, you know, she started a YouTube sensation. Because you don't see nobody else create nobody videos. It's probably like 2,000 videos of people doing Single Ladies. Hell, we did it, what, twice, Mikhail? Like, I want her to have something that's her own. Something that's hers and not nobody else's. That's why I'm so hard on her. Because she's a bad bitch. She's a bad bitch, okay? Beyonce is a bad bitch. And she should have... That's why I get upset.
I'm a single lady.
And she's a 30-year-old woman with 4 kids acting a mess on YouTube.
I don't live here.
So that's why I'm so hard on Beyonce, because I expect so much. And people got upset with me about Letoya. I expected much from her too. If you listen to her album, she got a lot of club bangers on there. And I'm tired of her just doing these safe songs. Like Mikhail said, they're too safe. She's not doing nothing out the box. Letoya, do something different. Stop doing, oh, I'm in love with you, not no more, I'm torn in between. No, girl, do something for the club that people gonna shake their ass in the club. I'm not saying literally.
Really, sweetheart?
I'm not saying literally she has to shake her ass, but I want to see what she could do. I want to see if she can dance. Can she catch on? Can she catch a beat or anything? You know what I mean?
You know what I was reading today? I was watching Beyonce's Single Ladies performance, but she was on SNL. And you know, somebody had the nerves to say, in all reality, Beyonce really can't dance because she don't have no rhythm. And I said,
excuse me.
I was reading it, and I got like, and then of course, all the other comments after that was just blasting that one person. Like, what? You know, it cracks me up. It really does crack me up when people say that, you know, people aren't dancers because they get their dance from choreographers. And my thing is, well, why can't you be a dancer if you get, because half of the people out here learn something from choreographers. So why is it just because I learned this from you, then that doesn't make me a dancer, even though I can dance, but still I'm not a dancer. I don't get it. So basically the person...
Move! Sorry, Mikhail.
I don't live here. Basically, the person was just trying to say, "Oh, well, you know, she ain't no dance. She really not a dancer, and she don't have no rhythm." I was thinking, like, well, what Beyonce are they looking at? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know either. Cause
You know, Britney Spears, she's Janet influenced. She always say, "I wanted to be like Janet," but you can't say that Britney copied Janet. You know, it's something. It's just, I don't know. I'm so passionate about this because I love Beyonce. I just want her to have her own, and I don't.
Yeah, but what other dance? I mean,
Mikhail, like, you know, like Janet, like Janet got everybody knows she gonna go doom 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 doom. She gonna do all these. Everybody know these dance steps, and like from Get Me Body, it makes me upset that she got it from a movie from the '60s. You know, Freakum Dress, it looked cheap. You know, like I just expect so much. I don't know why I do, but I just expect so much from her. And I want her to go back to R&B. Everybody's saying she's the queen of R&B. No, she's not. She's probably the queen of pop. Keyshia Cole is the queen of R&B. Keyshia Cole is the only one, like, really dedicated to R&B. Keyshia Cole ain't doing nothing else but R&B. That's the real queen. Well, she the princess. Beyonce is pop. Queen of pop, if anything. And I can't wait to go to this tour because I want her to blow me away. I want to get on YouTube.
Well, there's nothing she's going to do that's going to actually change your mind.
No, it can be. If she changed her dance steps,
no.
But you know what? Single ladies,
Single ladies is not going to change.
It's just so I just
Single ladies is not going
Beyonce.
to change. Single ladies is not going to change. The tour is going to be very different.
You know what?
It's gonna
I
be
can't
very
wait
different.
for her to make her next fucking album. I
can.
cannot wait.
I can.
I want
can.
her to just be
I don't want her to
creative
listen to the
about
album right now.
everything. You know what? Fuck what these people say. You know what? Barbra Streisand, Aretha Franklin, all them bitches got like 60 albums apiece. Okay? And they didn't get that from back in the day. Oh, why is she everywhere? No, not why is she everywhere. Why she keep releasing music. My thing with Beyonce is she's just on Pepsi, she's on ads, she's on this. Okay, I can understand you taking over the music industry, but don't take over everything where people are going to be tired of looking at you. And that's what's going on. People are like, I'm tired of her. I don't like her.
But
The only ones that's
but see, that's unfair. I think that's unfair, and we're not going to get into this Beyonce thing. But I think that's unfair when people say I don't like her because she's everywhere. But you know, that's like somebody saying you walk down this hallway all the time. Why do you keep walking down this hall? I don't like seeing you walk down this hall all the time. But then you know what? You know what I say? Well, see, no. If you don't like me walking down this hallway, then close your fucking eyes or turn the hell around. If you don't like seeing her on those commercials, turn the channel because there ain't nothing wrong with you pushing that remote. I mean, come on. You only don't like her because you force yourself to watch her. They're not forcing you to watch her. You know why? Because there's nothing wrong with your finger getting up and turning the channel. There's nothing wrong with your finger doing that. You're forcing yourself to watch her. You're making yourself sit there and watch her, and then at the end of the commercial you go, I can't stand her. But you just sat here for 60 seconds and watched her. Why didn't you get up and change the channel? Maybe if you change the channel, then you won't have to say you don't like her. Don't tell me you don't like me because I keep walking down this damn hall. You don't have to watch me walk down this hall. Turn around or close your eyes. Or better yet, when I'm walking down this hall, don't be out here. If you don't like her, if you know that they're going to show Pepsi, her Pepsi commercials 10 times on BET, don't watch BET. Don't watch it. You're making yourself not like her. And I think it's sad when people say, I hate you. If you ever notice, out of all the performers that I said I did not like, I never said I hate them. I never said I hated Rihanna, never said I hated Ciara, never said I hated them. I just don't like what they do. Don't say you hate Beyonce because number one, you don't know her. Number two, you don't know her. And number three, you don't know her. So don't say you hate her. Just say that you are tired of seeing her. Well, if you're tired, here's the answer and solution. Don't watch.
Well, here's my thing. Do you think I'm wrong for wanting too much from her?
No, because I want a lot from her too. I want a lot from her. But you know what?
I don't. But people nitpick so.
Yeah, they do
much.
nitpick. And that's the thing. That's the thing.
Nitpick.
But see, you know what's funny? When people say they hate somebody, like for instance, her. See, people say they hate her. They start nitpicking of what they don't like about her, and then you say they start nitpicking to the point where it goes off track. You know how a train track is straight? Then all of a sudden, that train track starts curving. And you say, well, wait a minute. Why all of a sudden are you taking it off track? Why can't you just stay to music, talk about her musically, talk about you don't like her music, or if you do like her music, or, you know, you don't like it. But why do you have to say, oh, I don't like her because her hair's this way, or I don't like her because she gained weight and she had this dress on and those shoes? What? Who cares? Who cares? I don't care about that. I don't care about that. You know what's so funny? Shame on y'all. You remember a couple months, like last month ago, when I made that MySpace bulletin and I made a joke about Ciara wearing the Jordans, and people were blasting me on MySpace. How dare you talk about Ciara and her Jordans? I thought she looked nice, and I said to myself, y'all are so silly. Y'all didn't realize that I was actually making fun of y'all. I was making fun of them, and I'm explaining to you why. Somebody said to me, how dare you talk about Ciara this, and the third? And I said, wait a minute. I said one tiny thing about Ciara, but yet these people go on and on about Beyonce. For the past 12 years, they've been going on about her. 12 years they've been going on about her.
There's people that can't wait for her to fall.
Yeah. They can't wait for her to fall. They can't wait for her to fail. They can't wait for her to mess up.
There's people that can't wait for us to just break up.
Just like when she fell at her concert, people was happy. I didn't see why you were happy. Of course, watching the video, it was kind of funny, and I'm sure she laughed at it too after, seeing the video. It was funny. But to say that's what she gets, you say, well, wait a minute, come on now. Because when you stop and really think about it, in the back of your mind, if you really do have a heart, whether it had been Beyonce, Ciara, Kanye West, because I can't stand Kanye West, Diddy, Them falling is a shame.
Them
Them falling is sad. You know what I'm saying? Just like when Akon, I don't even pay attention to Akon. Don't pay attention to him at all. Just like when he slipped and fell at his concert that day. I was like, damn, that's a shame, you know, because he could have hurt himself. Anytime somebody falls, they can hurt themselves. And especially the way she fell, she could have really hurt herself. So when people say stuff, oh, that's what she gets, how can you say that's what somebody gets when they fall? Like, that's not, you help people up when they fall. I mean, that's what I was always taught. And you don't sit there and criticize them and make fun of them when they fall. I mean, come on now.
Alright, so that's how we're going to end this video. We talked about a whole lot in this video.
Did we?
I think we did. We talked about Ego, Ciara's album cover, Chris Brown, Diddy, Ellen, Keyshia Cole,
oh, we did.
Michael, Janet, Solange.
Did we talk about everything?
We talked about everything that's on the list. So.
Oh wait. Oh, I gotta give my shout outs. But I told you I was gonna give those shout outs at the beginning.
But who was it that's supposed to give a shout out to?
Like 2 or 3 people I was supposed to give shout out to. I can only remember one person's name. Oh, actually 2.
Well, go ahead.
Oh yeah. Oh, this is my shout out to Brandon from Brooklyn, New York. Brandon. And Brandon, I still want to know who told you or where you saw that I was 27.
Maybe I did that. But so no, I wouldn't do that to you.
You better not have did that because I'm not. Nobody's 27. Secondly, I want to give a shout out your mother. Secondly, I want to give a shout out.
And she does, by the way.
Oh yeah, that's a compliment.
Give you a shout out.
Secondly, I want to give a shout out to Edwin. Edwin's also one of my MySpace friends. There's a couple other people that I'm missing, but I can't remember your names. Sorry, because I don't have MySpace in front of me, so I can't remember your names. But
I want to give out the Sean. These people that I wrote y'all numbers down, but we ain't called y'all yet. I spoke to Shonda today. She called. Shout out to Queen from 617, Michael from 614, Tony from 305, Vanessa from 301, Q from 502, 80s Baby, you know who you are, Tony from 973, and Martina from the 919. That's y'all area codes, by the way.
For those of y'all that don't know.
Yeah, we got to get to calling y'all, but we will.
I keep saying Martina too, I tell.
So, yes, I'm finally glad I got this off my chest about that Beyonce stuff, because she will not be a big topic that's going to be on the show no more. I think I blogged about this on Twitter yesterday. Like, it's time for us to start really competing, because we got some competition coming at our neck.
Oh, do we?
Oh, okay. Sweet Addictions TV.
What'd they say?
Oh no, like they are competition, Mikkel.
I haven't noticed.
They the sister version of Scorpion and Mikkel.
The one that was singing?
Yes, Candy and Skittles. So, shout out to y'all, and congratulations on Tyra calling y'all, because you know Tyra ain't called.
Oh, by the way, one of our friends, one of our subscribers actually wrote to Tyra Banks about our show, and I can't remember which one it was.
I did a video about. I told everybody to.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want us to sit on Tyra couch, because this is my thing. Tyra put people on her channel that fall off a table, that talk with weird voices, who does single ladies. Tyra, put some undiscovered talent on your show.
Maybe if we got on Tyra, you could tell Tyra how you felt about how she treated that guy.
She would.
I believe you too. I believe that was kind of unfair how she did that. Like, instead of you listening, you criticize and try to belittle him, and I don't think that's right. You have to listen.
So we're gonna go. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Mikkel, are you coming here tomorrow?
I don't know.
All right. If you don't, this video will be up during the weekend, and I might do a video. Also, we're also going to do a bonus video on the website, thescorpionshow.com, about tipping. So I'll post that video on the website. So talk to y'all soon.